Alrighty, so with each passing day, we just get more and more and more information on these consoles, and it's like, and the stuff that you didn't expect to see happen is happening, like how these games are loading faster on the Xbox Series X, and now with quick zoom, people are trying to downplay quick zoom, but it's one of those features. From the moment I saw it, I wanted it badly, man, because I mean, even when with these loading times, and most of them are shown for backwards compatible games. I can't wait to see how loading times look for optimized games and next gen games. Like, you forget, man, just how much you're sitting and wasting time getting through these start menus when you first boot up a game. So having quick resume, now the game's already loading faster on the Series X, and then having quick resume means that it doesn't have to load again unless you're trying to play like 50 games. Then because there's a limit on quick resume, and it seems to be the amount. It's good 5 or 6 games. And I'm one of those people, man. I like to jump in between games, and it's gonna be so great to not have to just reboot from the start with every single game. Man, quick resume is gonna be an amazing feature. But my point is, it's something that's only exclusive to the Series X, and I think most of us felt it was going that way because PlayStation never said anything. But it's nice to see it confirmed, and I was surprised to see the loading screens be faster on the loading times be faster on the Series X. By the way, people are talking about the SSD. Now, with that said, I think next gen games will still probably load faster than the PS4, but we'll see. I mean, I was wrong on my assumption that games are going to load faster on the PS5 in general, and I was just happy for reduced loading times that are seconds anyway. But seeing how these games are testing and how quick they're loading and quick resume, you're really going to be getting to your games faster than ever. I love it. I absolutely love it. As big as these games are, and it's just gonna be better with the optimized games, man. I can't wait to see how a game like Assassin's Creed Valhalla is gonna load, and not just backwards compatible. And then for all of you who kept bitching about why the controller batteries and Xbox this and that, look at this. The DualSense controller lasting 2 hours. 2 hours? What are you, a kid going to bedtime? 2 hours? I mean, geez, man. If you're like me, spend time playing games, 2 hour battery life is bullshit. Yo, what? What's this mess here, man? Oh Lord, 2 hour battery life. When it takes, and see, this is why I was saying, man. This is why I could see some of those features just not being used to the extent that demo is using it, because that's killing your battery. 2 hours. Enjoy, and so when I see people try to talk about a bigger generational leap with the PS5, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. The a couple of people missed the point of my last video where I'm telling you guys, console generation is more than buying a box, and is more than buying a box, and you just only have your dedicated games to play. Legacy is a huge thing going forward, and I'm not saying that no games are going to be released. That's factually not true. I mean, a month from in a month we'll have the medium, which is only going to be playable on next gen consoles. It's just that and cross gen to me is next gen games, because in a way we've had cross gen games before. Again, last generation Watch Dogs was released separately on Xbox One and 360. This time Watch Dogs Legions, you buy it once and you could just play it on whichever console you own. That's a far better deal than having to buy 2 separate versions and being tricked into thinking that one is superior. Now we know one is superior, far superior. I mean, did you see the ray tracing on Watch Dogs? That's a next gen game. You know, and and I know how the deal works. Kill the messenger, not the message. Um, Look, I'm only responding to what I'm seeing and giving my opinion on what I think is going to happen, given the information provided. And like I said, I would love to see what the next gen and cross gen games that are optimized for these consoles are going to do, because it's entirely possible that that is where this SSD is going to sign for the PS5. I genuinely don't know, because I wasn't expecting to wake up and read this. Um, and because these load times, some of them are just, they're not even close. Very, very interesting stuff here. Narratives are a powerful thing. The Xbox One had a great launch lineup, and at the time, nobody cared. I mean, the game launched with Rise, Forza 5, Dead Rising 3, Killer Instinct, Curse Max and Brotherhood, Local Cycle, and so on. And it's funny to see how years later, launch lineup is this big deal. When people were buying the PlayStation 5 and had Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed 4, and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, it launched with Killzone and Knack, but there's a reason we haven't seen a Killzone since. It's because, I don't think it didn't do well. That's why that game is dead, basically. And so why do I say that? It's because, a couple of people were missing the point of my last video, where it wasn't about Xbox not having any games, because the narrative now is the lack of first party games, even though Gears Tactic is a launch exclusive. It's that the way that we see generations moving forward is going to be viewed differently, because hardware and the way gaming is, it's more than a dedicated box. Gaming console, especially for Xbox, is more than you buy our box to play our games. It's now a whole ecosystem, and that's where I was getting at. It's just funny that that now launch lineups is the most important thing ever, when really launch lineups isn't even that important. Limited number of people are getting these consoles, and it's not just due to the pandemic. That's how it always is. The first batch sells out. It's tough to get for a few months, and then after a few months, more and more games comes out, and this whole launch title stuff becomes a non-issue. It's really only and barely that of an issue for like the first month or so. Because look, a month after release, you get the Medium coming on the Xbox Series X. It sucked that Halo couldn't make the launch, the launch day, but hey, that's life. You don't always get what you want. Looking back at the Xbox One launch, just the launch, and how good it was, and how back then nobody was talking about games like that, and now all of a sudden the exact same people are trying to act like there's absolutely nothing to play on Xbox Series X is just absolutely insane.